and soaking into the cave. It is about to be gorgeous out here, pristine. I know it. Highly recommend you guys come back. If you're lucky, you'll have Neil again as a tour guide.
I have this
yeah,
one
well,
too.
it's not going to stay that way for long. We might find ourselves a little bat hanging out around here. Let's see. And that's not a bat anymore.
Luis?
No, didn't really see him. So, as I mentioned before,
Careful.
we might not see
Watch
a lot
out.
of bats down here. Our bats are, what, by the way, before we get down here, watch the cabezas at the bottom of the hill. Wow, this is something.
Uh-oh.
That's new.
Uh-oh.
If you want to crawl along that, you're welcome to.
Very.
This tour is just full of
Okay.
new stuff today. Wow.
I'm gonna use this waiting.
Never dull moment at the cave, I always say that. So our bats are in mating season right now. So they're kind of, all doing God's work, if you will.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
So they are kind of towards the end of mating season.
How excited, Luis? Watch
They
out.
actually go roost and nest in the trees. That's where they raise their kids. The bats use echolocation, so like the kids learn to fly outside on the easy difficulty. They're not starting off on God mode, God of War, PS4. Just saying. I'm Team Xbox.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, we're gonna take some group photos real quick, y'all. If you guys want to take a photo, you're welcome to. America, capitalism. I'm gonna try and sell you this photo later. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to.
Okay.
If you guys want to, anybody want to take a photo? A group photo?
Neil for president.
Oh wow.
My running mate is Kanye.
All right.
Oh,
Cool. Dude, just remember, guys, slavery was an option. All right.
Oh yeah, maybe we
right
should.
there, perfect. Camera is right here. Neil for Prez on 3. 1, 2, and 3. Gorgeous. Good smiles, y'all. And whether or not the ground could support the weight of I-35, the big road over there. You didn't know.
ลงไปลึกกว่านี้อีกนะ
They opened up the cave itself for tours in '66, but this tour was developed in 2013.
Wow.
So it's fairly recent. We're about to walk into a natural room, but this hallway, they use jackhammers to open it up. You can kind of see some of the areas that they opened up the rock. But in order to determine where the pathway needed to go, they did something that's pretty popular in exploratory caving. You see this crack right here. It's a natural crevice. They threw a smoke bomb in there. And where that smoke bomb bled out is where they decided they needed to attach the other end of the passage. They didn't invite me to the party, those jerks. Alright, you guys can step on in here. I'm going to point out some rocks and stuff. Yeah, right down there, that is called Dusty Crawl. I don't know if you guys saw our Wild Cave tour advertised.
yes.
So that's like the real deal spelunking tour. Spelunking is what the noobs call it, by the way. We just call it caving. Just letting you guys know. But that's a crawl, probably about 100 feet long. I did it yesterday. And at the shallowest point, no, I don't think shallow is right. The smallest point, it's like 12 inches ceiling to floor. So you're really squeezing through that guy there. It's pretty tight. You've got big shoulders. You'd have a tougher time, but you could definitely still do it. We've had very large people do it. Chris, the guy that was in the ticket booth, is like one of our head guides, and he's got a little bit of a keg. So if he can do it, you guys can do it easy. What arrowheads are made out of? Strike with steel.
Hardcore campers.
Yeah. So that's Flint. That actually, whenever Texas was underwater, like 140 reason people come to the caves. There are formations, of course. The formations in our cave are called drip formations.
Wow.
And as I mentioned before, all that rainwater is going to come through the ground and it's going to start flowing into the cave, and that is how these formations are developed. So we got these hanging from the roof, kind of, where that little water droplet is. These are stalactites. The ones below them, coming up from the floor, are stalagmites. Tights hold tight to the ceiling. Mites might touch the ceiling. Easy way to remember that. So these are all formed out of a mineral called calcite. And calcite is developed whenever that water soaks through the ground, passes through decaying plant and animal matter, picks up carbon dioxide, that deposits in sedimentary layers above the cave, and breaks down the rock, forms the mineral calcite. It's carried in all these water droplets. We might actually, you guys might feel some water droplets hitting your head. Not the rain, of course, but we call those cave kisses. And they're the first ones that begin to develop. The calcite develops a ring around the water droplets. That's why they're hollow. Once they clog up, they start to form this set of variables that go into how quick or how slow these things grow, like how much moisture is in the ground and all that. But the average growth rate of all these calcite formations, pretty neat. Next formation we have, it's hard to miss, that are drip formations, just coming from a ceiling in a single water droplet. These are formed kind of like a waterfall. So that calcite runs over the entire surface area of the rock. You can also see, these are my favorite types of formations, these kind of jetting out horizontally. They're called halectites. And whenever there's just like a microscopic hole in the formation, that calcite water just jets out of it, because it's under a lot of pressure, obviously, when it's in this confined space of whatever the formation is. And just kind of develops that calcite going out. Pretty neat. So we'll keep on walking down now. The cave carrot, where did it go? I don't know. I must be on something. Maybe.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. Watch out, Papi.
Cave cookie here. This is another giant quartz rock thing. You can see right here the inside of it. Really good example of flint.
It looks like heart.
As we walk up this hill, y'all, careful on the staircase. Also, watch your heads for me.
Don't hit them.
To the top, tell me if you guys feel... Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's desiccant, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome, the round room here. So that temperature change was because of the lack of the dolostone.
Oh my god.
So that rock that soaks all the moisture out of the atmosphere, there is none of it in the room. So that's why we have a bit of a temperature change. We'll walk through a few rooms that have dolostone and some that don't, and you'll feel that change a lot.